It began as the story of a loving mother and her sick daughter. To neighbors, doctors, charities, and everyone who met them, Dee Dee Blanchard looked like the definition of devotion. She cared for her daughter day and night, pushed her wheelchair, managed her medications, and stood beside her through what seemed like endless medical crises. Her daughter, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, appeared fragile and helpless, a young woman battling leukemia, muscular dystrophy, seizures, and multiple disabilities. People saw the two of them as survivors. They were given donations. They were sent on free vacations. They were celebrated as an inspiring mother and daughter overcoming impossible odds. But behind the image of love and sacrifice was something far more disturbing. Because the illnesses were not real. The wheelchair was not necessary. And the person creating the nightmare was the one everyone trusted the most. This is the chilling true story of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. A case of deception, abuse, and murder that shocked the United States. Gypsy Rose Blanchard was born in Louisiana in 1991. At first, there was nothing to suggest that her life would become so tragic. But from an early age, her mother Dee Dee told doctors that Gypsy was suffering from severe medical conditions. She claimed her daughter had sleep apnea. Then muscular dystrophy. Then seizures. As Gypsy grew older, the list of illnesses grew with her. Dee Dee said Gypsy had leukemia. She said she could not walk. She said she had hearing and vision impairments. She claimed her daughter had the mental capacity of a child much younger than her real age. Every doctor appointment reinforced the lie. Dee Dee was persuasive, calm, and prepared. She carried medical files. She spoke confidently. And she never let Gypsy speak for herself. If a doctor questioned the symptoms, Dee Dee would simply find another doctor. Over time, Gypsy underwent painful and unnecessary treatments. She was given medications she did not need. She was forced to use a wheelchair. She was fed through a tube. Her salivary glands were treated to stop drooling. Her head was shaved repeatedly so she would appear to be undergoing chemotherapy. To the outside world, it looked like a mother fighting tirelessly for her sick daughter. But in reality, Gypsy was a prisoner. Dee Dee controlled every part of her daughter's life. She kept her isolated from other children. She homeschooled her. She lied about her age. She told Gypsy that she was too sick to live independently. And whenever Gypsy questioned her, Dee Dee responded with fear and punishment. Gypsy later said that her mother would beat her, threaten her, and chain her to a bed if she disobeyed. She was taught that no one would believe her. Imagine growing up knowing something was wrong, but having no power to stop it. Gypsy knew she could walk. She knew she was not as sick as her mother claimed. But every adult around her believed Dee Dee. Doctors believed Dee Dee. Neighbors believed Dee Dee. Charities believed Dee Dee. Even family members were kept at a distance. Dee Dee used the image of the sick child to gain sympathy and support. The family received donations from strangers. They were given free trips to Disney World. They met celebrities. After Hurricane Katrina, they were even given a free house built by a charity organization. To the community, they were a story of hope. No one saw the abuse hidden behind the sympathy. As Gypsy got older, she became more aware of the lies controlling her life. She wanted freedom. She wanted friends. She wanted to live like everyone else. But her mother controlled everything, from her medications to her internet access. Still, Gypsy found a way to reach the outside world. She began secretly using the internet. There, she met men online and explored a life her mother had hidden from her. Then she met Nicholas Gojan. Nicholas lived in Wisconsin. He was socially isolated and emotionally vulnerable. The two quickly formed an intense relationship online. They spoke constantly. They fantasized about being together. And for Gypsy, Nicholas became more than a boyfriend, he became an escape. She told him about the abuse. She described the years of forced medical treatment, the lies, the punishments, and the fear. Nicholas listened. And soon, their conversations turned darker. At first, they talked about running away. But Gypsy believed her mother would always find her. She believed that Dee Dee would never allow her to be free. Eventually, they began talking about murder. It was a terrifying idea, but to Gypsy it seemed like the only path to freedom. In June 2015, Nicholas traveled to Missouri. Gypsy let him into the house while Dee Dee slept. Nicholas entered Dee Dee's bedroom with a knife. Gypsy hid in the bathroom, covering her ears as Nicholas killed her mother. When it was over, the woman who had controlled Gypsy's life for years was dead. The two fled to Wisconsin. For a short time, they believed they had escaped. But then a shocking message appeared on Dee Dee's Facebook account. It read that she was dead. Friends and neighbors saw the post and panicked. Police went to the house and found Dee Dee's body. At first, many feared that Gypsy had been kidnapped. No one suspected the disabled young woman could be involved. When police located Gypsy in Wisconsin, the truth stunned everyone. Gypsy was walking. She looked healthy. She was not the dying child everyone believed she was. Investigators soon uncovered the horrifying reality. Years of medical abuse. Fraud. Manipulation. Doctors found that Gypsy had endured unnecessary surgeries and medications. Experts believe Dee Dee suffered from a disorder called Munchausen syndrome by proxy, a condition in which a caregiver fabricates or causes illness in someone under their care in order to gain sympathy or attention. The public reaction was immediate and emotional. People were horrified by the murder. But they were also horrified by what Gypsy had endured. For years, she had been abused while the world praised her mother. The case sparked intense debate. Was Gypsy a cold-blooded killer? Or was she a victim driven to desperation? Many argued that after a lifetime of abuse, she saw murder as the only escape. Others believed that planning the killing made her responsible. The legal system had to answer a difficult question. How do you judge someone who commits murder after years of abuse? In 2016, Gypsy Rose Blanchard pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. She was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Nicholas Gojon went to trial. He was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without parole. But even after the sentencing, the questions remained. How did this happen for so long? How did so many people fail to notice? There were warning signs. Some doctors suspected Dee Dee was lying. Family members noticed inconsistencies. Gypsy once tried to run away. But Dee Dee always managed to regain control. She moved often. She changed doctors. She manipulated everyone around her. She created a perfect image of sacrifice. And because people wanted to believe in that image, they ignored the cracks. That is what makes this case so disturbing. The abuse was hidden in plain sight. Everyone saw a sick child and a devoted mother. No one saw the prison behind the performance. Gypsy was denied a normal childhood. She was denied education. She was denied independence. Even her own identity was controlled. She did not know her real age for years because her mother changed her birth records. Every part of her life was shaped by deception. By the time she met Nicholas, she was desperate for freedom. That desperation led to a decision that changed everything. The murder of Dee Dee Blanchard shocked the nation. But the deeper horror was the abuse that came before it. This case forced people to confront uncomfortable truths about trust, abuse, and control. It showed how easily manipulation can hide behind appearances. It showed how systems designed to protect vulnerable people can fail. And it showed how long-term abuse can twist the way a person sees right and wrong. Gypsy's story is tragic from every angle. A mother abused her daughter for years. A daughter believed murder was the only escape. A young man became part of a violent plan. And in the end, no one truly won. Today, Gypsy Rose Blanchard remains one of the most talked about figures in true crime. Some people view her as a victim. Others see her as a criminal. The truth lies somewhere painfully in between. She was abused. She was manipulated. And she was responsible for a terrible crime. That complexity is what makes this story unforgettable. Because it is not a simple tale of good and evil. It is the story of what can happen when abuse goes unseen for too long. The real horror was not just the murder. The real horror was the years of lies, control, and suffering that made the murder possible. Behind the headlines was a young woman who never had the chance to live a normal life. And behind the image of a caring mother was a person whose need for control destroyed everything. In the end, the murder of Dee Dee Blanchard was not the beginning of the tragedy. It was the final chapter in a tragedy that had been unfolding for years. A mother built a prison out of lies. A daughter searched desperately for freedom. And when freedom finally came, it came through violence. That is why this case still haunts people today. Because it forces us to ask a chilling question. How many other horrors remain hidden behind the appearance of love? And how many cries for help go unheard because the truth is too difficult to imagine? The story of Gypsy Rose Blanchard is more than a murder case. It is a warning. A warning that abuse can wear a smile. That control can look like care. And that when suffering is ignored for too long, the consequences can be devastating. That is what makes this one of the most haunting true crime stories in America. Because the greatest danger was never the crime itself. The greatest danger was the lie that protected it.